In this video, we will generate the dataset of cosine and its Taylor Maclaurin Series sum expansion. We use the SERIESSUM function and we generate its regression coefficients using LINEST Polynomial Regression to the power or to the degree 8. We begin with using array formula, cosine, and generate the dataset of cosine. And we'll chart this using scatter chart and insert a trend line, polynomial to the power 8, and we'll show this equation, and we'll move this to the bottom for comparison with the regression coefficients. Here you have the trend line and its regression coefficients, polynomial, that is 1 minus 0.0345x minus 0.414x squared minus 0.795x cubed plus 0.0763x to the fourth minus 6.44 times 10 to the minus 3x to the fifth minus 1.57 times 10 to the minus 3x to the sixth, 2.72 times 10 to the minus 4x to the seventh, and negative 1.16 times 10 to the negative 5x to the eighth. We will calculate these regression coefficients of the polynomial regression using LINEST. Next, we will generate the expansion using series sum, so the Taylor Maclaurin series sum, where cosine is equal to the summation of a times x to the power 2n, where coefficient a is equal to negative 1 to the power n over 2n factorial. And the value of n will be from 0 to infinity. We'll try to reach the infinity, but the highest we can reach will be 13, which is still good enough. Now we can enter the Taylor Maclaurin series sum, which is array formula, series sum of the x values raised to the power starting from 0. 2 times 0 is 0 because n equals 0. So 0. Incremented by, next is 2 times 1. So 2, 4, 6. So incremented by 2. And the coefficient will be this range. And we will show the equation, the trendline equation. Same polynomial raised to the power 8. Trendline polynomial to the degree 8. I'll show this as equation. Now that we have the equation, we can continue working on the coefficient, which is equal to array formula. Let's start with the numerator, minus 1 to the power n. That's the numerator. Then we continue with the denominator. So divided by factorial 2 times n. They're all on the same line. And the data sets are a match. We have a good match. They're exactly the same up to this portion here. There's an error afterwards, no split ends, and the red line covers the blue line, as well as the red datasets cover the blue datasets. Next, we calculate the coefficients. Let's look at the coefficients. They have the same B0, B1, B2, they're the same, B3, B4, they're the same, B5, B6, B7, B8, they are the same. So we calculate these values using LINEST. So we complete the 1, x matrix. In this case, our rows will be equal to the columns, meaning there's no degree of freedom. So this the power should be transpose from 0 to 8. Now that's our 1 comma x matrix. Now let's complete the 1 comma x matrix. So array formula of the x values raised to the power 0 to 8. 0 to 8. Now that we have the 1 comma x matrix, you can use the LINEST. LINEST, starting with the cosine, data y, and data x. Likewise, the expansion, the Taylor Maclaurin Series sum expansion, LINEST, data y, and data x. So let us compare with the trend line. B1 or B0 is 1. They're the same. B2, 0.0344 is a match. That's 3.0 negative 0.30344x. And our B2, negative 0.414x squared. So that's a match. And B3, negative 0.0795 x cubed. Yep, it's a match. And B4, 0.076. It's also a match. B5, negative 1.5, negative 0.44. Negative, negative 6.44 times 10 to the minus 3. It's also a match. And B6, negative 1.57 times 10 to the minus 3. It's also a match. And B7, 2.72 times 10 to the minus 4. They're the same. So this completes the use of series sum to generate the Taylor Maclaurin series expansion of cosine and LINEST polynomial regression to generate the regression coefficients.